This is Peter McKinnon.
I'm in Northern Ireland, Belfast, and... what?
This is 18-year-old me. And this is the story of how I embarrassed myself in front of my idol. Oh, here we go.
I'm here with Peter McKinnon, and if I can make it to 1 million subscribers in 1 year, then...
This is a story about inspiration. A story about ambition, and it's taught me a valuable lesson that I want to share with all of you. But first, let's get some context. Back in 2018, I was sat on a cruise with my family. I was scrolling Instagram and saw that Peter McKinnon was coming to the UK. I had to go. I'd followed this guy for years, and he was one of my main inspirations for getting into filmmaking. I immediately bought my ticket to Power of Video, and a few weeks later, it was time. At 5 AM, my alarm went off. In my tired days, I managed to miss my bus, so I had to run to my car and speed across to the airport. I just about made it in time for the flight, and an hour later, I was in Belfast. Before that day, I'd actually never had a cup of coffee. I didn't need it for some reason. Now I can't imagine life without it. But I couldn't be falling asleep during the conference, so I got my first cappuccino ever. And the caffeine hit me like an absolute train. So we all sat down one by one.
Peter McKinnon, ladies and gentlemen.
Meeting your favourite YouTuber is this really strange feeling. You've watched them for years and you feel like you know them really, really well. But then when you come to speak to them, you realise they have no clue who you are. There's this complete disconnect between your understanding of them and theirs of you. Seeing our similarities, our shared passions, and the tips and strategies to building a successful YouTube channel led to the moment. This moment.
I'm here with Peter McKinnon, and if I can make it to 1 million subscribers in 1 year, then I'm going to go to Canada and meet back up with him.
It's happening, it's happening. When he gets to 1 million, collab.
Okay?
Well, that's a bit embarrassing, isn't it? I think by the end of that year I was on about 105 subscribers. Now, 4 years later though, as I look back, I've learned a lot from this moment. And I just wanted to reflect on that with you guys. What I learned from this is about where to direct the energy that you get from ambition and inspiration. The mistake I made here was directing all of that energy towards a number, towards an extrinsic goal. The issue with that approach is that it's so demotivating when you're 999,886 subscribers away. That's a long way. My solution has been to focus on the skills I need to get there. You see, Pete is an incredible filmmaker, storyteller, editor, and he manages a team to create his videos. That's a lot of skills that I need to work on. And before I've developed them, I won't be ready to hit that 1 million subscriber mark. Comparing it to my day job, I'm not ready to pick up a knife and do emergency surgery in the hospital. Just as I'm not ready to bear the responsibility of stratospheric YouTube success. Yet. Inspiration and ambition are a precondition for all success. But directing the energy that they generate is where we often go wrong. I've found that focusing on building the skills you need to thrive at that level is a much more productive use of energy than just focusing it on the extrinsic goal. Even with recent YouTube growth, I've found the progress in my script writing and editing much more rewarding than just the numbers game. That being said, there's nothing wrong with an ambitious extrinsic goal, as long as you don't get all of your motivation from the numbers going up. Who knows, maybe one day I will hit that 1 million subscriber mark. And I've just got one last question if I do. Pete, does that invitation have an expiration date?
It's happening, it's happening. When he gets to 1 million, collab.
Okay?